Hey guys, I'm Ozzy Villain, and welcome back to our bid to find baseball's greatest team. Today it is the third quarterfinal of the American League. It is the 1973 A's against the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers. Now these two teams obviously both came through the first knockout round, but just check over here on my draw. The Athletics beat the 92 Jays, and of course the Dodgers beat the 2023 Texas Rangers. So in their regular seasons, the A's went 94 and 68, the Dodgers 98 and 55. Now the Dodgers have sort of been here to make up the numbers a little bit, but they're proving to be a very good side. It's a one-off game, modern era strategy, World Series rosters if available, no injuries, 25-man rosters. So let's go do this. Let's check the rosters. And here they are. So as ever, if you want to have a bit of a pause, zoom in, have a bit of a look, there are the stats for the season that they're playing from. So 1973 for the A's, 1955 for the Dodgers. Catfish Hunter is just a great name, isn't it? A fantastic name. Anyway, I wonder what he does as a hobby. Let's go and check the starting lineups. And here they are. So leading off the A's, it is Bert Camparinas. Vic DeValio is at center field batting second. Joe Rudy at shortstop. Would you believe Joe Rudy batting third is in left field? Reggie Jackson is cleaning up in right field. Sal Bando at third base bats 5. Gene Tennis, the catcher, is 6. Pat Bourque, we'll go with that, at first base bats 7. Dick Green at second base bats 8. And Ken Holtzman is on the mound. Then we go to the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers. Jackie Robinson lead things off at third base. Pee Wee Reese, the names already, at second, batting seconds at shortstop. Duke Snyder in center field bats 3. Jill Hodges at first base cleans up. Carl Ferrido at right field bats 5. It is Sandy Amoros in left field batting 6. Roy Campanella, something like that. He catches at 7. Jim Gillum is playing second, batting 8. It's going very well so far. And Don Newcomb, he is pitching. So let's do this. Let's get this show on the road. Now I've got to just ask a question, because as you know, if you're watching, and you probably have picked up already if you knew, my baseball history knowledge is quite poor. Jackie Robinson and Reggie Jackson, would they be two of the most influential black baseball players in history? I mean, Jackie Robinson, I think, unless I'm pretty sure he's the guy, and he was the first guy to come over from the Negro Leagues. I think that's what they're called. Hopefully I'm not saying words I shouldn't do there. But he was the first one, I think, to come into Major League Baseball, wasn't he, Jackie Robinson? And Reggie Jackson is someone that I've always heard of, so I'm just wondering, in the 70s there was, it wasn't a great time for tensions, shall we say, I think around the world, not just in the US. So I am just wondering if they are the two, sort of the two most, or if it's just that I've just happened to have heard of Reggie Jackson, and he actually was just no more influential than any other player of the era. But so far we've gone 5 up, 5 down. Let's see if Duke Snyder can do anything here in the bottom of the first. It's a 2-2 pitch. And it's another strikeout. So pitchers reign supreme in the first. Let's go to the second, where Reggie Jackson will lead things off. It's an 0-1 pitch. And Reggie Jackson grounds it to the second baseman. And that will be 1 away. Sal Bando now comes in. A 1-1 pitch. And that is popped up. Foul territory as well, so that is definitely 2 away. And Gene Tennis, I've always wondered, I know it's the rule, but I've always thought if the ball's in foul territory and they make a catch and drop, that should be play on. Let them take the base. Obviously, there's very valid arguments why you wouldn't do that, but it just seems like, well, you had your chance to get him out, you didn't, so that should be that. But obviously the ball's not in play, so you could make an argument you maybe shouldn't catch the ball if it's in foul territory, because if you had the dugout, unless it's mandated, between how far the dugouts need to be and all that, but you could in theory have the dugout like here, and a foul ball would be a foul ball. But anyway, it's just one of those things I suppose no one's ever thought about. There's one up the middle, and we have a base runner. It took a few, but with 1 out, we have a single for the Brooklyn Dodgers. And Sandy Amoros, it's Carl Ferrido, who's got himself on base. And it's another one up the middle. And like London buses, they've two have come at once. So that is 2 on, 1 out now for Campanella. An 0-2 pitch. And we're back to our strikeout ways. And it's going to be Jim Gillum. Can he give the Dodgers a lead. He has grounded it to the shortstop, and that will be that. So we'll go to the third, still scoreless. And it is Pat Burque stepping up, a 2-2 pitch. And a strikeout for 1 away. Early signs are here. This is going to be a pitching duel, aren't they? Dick Green, an 0-1 pitch. And he has popped one up. And that'll be 2 away. And Ken Holtzman. I'm really worried now that... the pitcher's got himself a nice hit down into right field. That it wasn't called the Negro League, but I'm pretty sure it is. It sounds like something that you shouldn't say. But if it's not is, I sincerely apologize. Yeah, I'm just hoping that is the actual correct term for the league at the time. And anyway, we're through the top of the third. Still scoreless, although at least the A's have a hit. And Don Newcomb, I tell you what, he's their best hitter as well as their pitcher. I love that about older baseball teams. And Newcomb's probably getting to this would be starting where the pitchers weren't maybe as good, but he's as good a hitter as Reggie Jackson is. But I love that, you had pitchers that could, because it's like kids baseball, isn't it? Where you just get this guy that's really good and just pitches 9 innings and then hits all the runs as well. It's a 2-2 pitch on a 2 out, and that will do it for the third. It is still scoreless through 3. And Vic Davalio, a 1-2 pitch. And that is going to be out at first for 1 away. In now comes Joe Rudy, a 1-2 pitch. And that is 2 away. This might be a very, very quick game, or we could go on forever. Reggie Jackson, a 1-0. And Reggie Jackson up the middle, but there's a bit of a shift going on. And that will end it at the top of the fourth. The Dodgers go in. It's Duke Snider who is over. I mean, everybody's 0 for 1 essentially, aren't they? It's a 2-1 pitch. And the Duke has gotten caught in right field. So that's 1 away. Jill Hodges now is 0 for 1. First pitch. And Hodges gets one into right field. That'll be another hit. It's down into the right field corner. And he's going to try for second and will get there. So a 1-out double. This could be a chance for the Brooklyn Dodgers. It's Carl Furillo, who is 1 for 1. Got the game's first hit, a 1-2 pitch. And he's got another one. And he's now got the game's first RBI. Surely no, the runner has stayed at third. Oh, he's quick enough? Surely you send him on that one. It's Amaros now who's 1 for 1. A 2-1 pitch. Amaros up the middle. That's going to get through. And now we have the opening run of the game. It is an RBI single for Amaros. It is 1-0 to the Dodgers. 2 on, 1 out, and Campanella at the plate, who is 0 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. And he's got one up the middle. Now, is that going to score the runner from second? They hold him again. It loads the bases. Given how this game has gone so far with pitching, this feels very important, doesn't it? Loaded bases, 1 out. Gillum at the plate, who's 0 for 1. A first pitch swing. Oh, is anything through the infield? Has he hit a grand slam? No, it's not quite. It's top of the wall, but it will clean the bases. And Jim Gillum has blown the game wide open with a bases clearing triple to make it 4-0 to the Brooklyn Dodgers. Still 1 out. And the 5th run is just right there, isn't it? Vida Blue will be the new man to face Don Newcomb, who is 0 for 1. It's a 1-1 pitch. And Newcomb gets it down into right field for another one. The Dodgers have scored 5 in the 4th. And it's a Newcomb stand-up double. And, well, given how well Newcomb has pitched to this point, you do struggle to see a way back. Reggie Jackson 0 for 2. An 0-2 pitch. He watches strike 3. So that is 2 away now for Pee Wee Reese, who's 0 for 2. It's a full count, 2 out, man at second. And Reese has punched one into right field to the wall. And that'll make it 6-0 as Reese slides into second for his RBI double. And this is just the innings. This has come out of nowhere compared to what we've seen the rest of the game. And Duke Snider, who I'm pretty sure led off the inning, didn't he? First pitch. The Duke has grounded it to the shortstop. That will end a wonderful bottom of the 4th for the Dodgers. A terrible bottom of the 4th for the A's. It's 6-0. Newcomb will face Bando, who's 0 for 1. First pitch swing. And Bando pops one straight up. Third base is there. Makes the catch. And that's one away. In comes Gene Tennis, who's 0 for 1. 1-2 pitch. And that is into left field. And it'll be a 1-out single. The A's will need to start chipping away at this pretty quickly, won't they? It's Pat Burkew who's 0 for 1. A 2-2 pitch. And Burkew nowhere near it in truth. That is 2 away. And Dick Green now, who is 0 for 1. Full count. Green nowhere near it. And Newcomb just looks a different planet to these guys, doesn't he? They have no idea. Bottom of the 5th, it is Jill Hodges to lead things off. He is 1 for 2. It's a 1-1 pitch. It's still blue on the mound, although maybe not for long because that ball is not coming back. It's 7-0. And through the first 3 innings, you wouldn't have seen a blowout coming here, but that's exactly what we're getting. It's 7-0 to the Brooklyn Dodgers now, and they look a shoo-in to go into the AL semi-finals, which is maybe controversial because I'm pretty sure they were a National League side, weren't they? And there we go. That's a 2-2 pitch that's out at first for Emaros to come back in, who's 2 for 2. Got the first run across the plate last inning. And he's just got another one because that has been absolutely smashed as well. And it is 8-0. Where did this come from? 401 feet. And the A's just have no response right now. But yeah, like I was saying, the Dodgers and the Expos, they sort of came in to make sure we had 32 teams so we could do, you know, like a proper bracketed draw like we've got. Is that going to leave as well? It just keeps going and going. And Rudy has gone back to back. It's 9-0. That did not look like it was leaving, did it? But I wonder if the wind is blowing out to center field because it just kept floating and floating. You could see by the outfielders they were getting worried. So Blue Moon Odom. Must be a Manchester City fan, this bloke. And it is a 2-2 pitch with 1 out and no one on. And that is popped up. So that'll be 2 away as the shortstop makes the catch. And in comes Don Newcomb, who is, well, thinking he's offense right now, isn't he? He's got this win in the bag, you would suspect. A 1-0 pitch with 2 out. And Newcomb helps himself to a hit, does he? Yes, he does. So a 2-out single for him, bringing up Jackie Robinson. An 0-1 pitch. He's 0 for 3 is Jackie. And that is going to be caught. So everybody's hitting but him, it seems like. But we'll go to the 6th. He's a modest man, this Jackie. He doesn't need to show off. He knows that. Don Newcomb to face Darren Johnson, who is pinch hitting. So that's the end of Blue Moon. And that is the end of that ball as well. It is now 9-1. That has almost left the stadium. And Darren Johnson sends one 457 feet from home plate to make it 9-1. It'll be a big comeback if it happens, but, you know, every journey starts with the first step. Campanaris comes in now. He's 0 for 2. It's an 0-1 pitch. And that is to the shortstop, is it? It's past the shortstop. So back-to-back hits for the A's for the first time. And Vic Davalio will come in. He is 0 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. He strikes out, 1 away. In comes Joe Rudy, who's 0 for 2. A 1-0. Rudy grounds it to the shortstop. It could be a double play. And just like that, the A's are snuffed out in the top of the 6th. So the Dodgers to the plate. Darrell Knowles is the man at the mound. And Pee Wee Reese is at the plate. I think he's 1 for 3 as Pee Wee. It's a first pitch swing. And he's hit that well again. That is going to drop in, is it? Yes. And it's going to be another double. The Brooklyn Dodgers are just belting Oakland all around. Eberts Field is where we're playing apparently. Duke Snyder, 0 for 3. It's a 3-1. He gets himself a walk. So 2 on, none out. And it's Jill Hodges, who is 2 for 3 with a home run in there as well. It's a 2-1. Hodges up the middle. It's lined straight back to the pitcher. And the runner at first just, well, couldn't do much about it in truth. So Carl Ferrilio with a runner at second now and 2 out. Oh, that is absolutely crushed. And it's 11-1. Well, I mean, the home runs we're seeing, I don't think we've seen this many home runs in the whole series this far, have we? It's a run fest for the Dodgers. It's 11-1. And Sandy Emaros, who is 3 for 3 with a home run himself. It's a 3-1 pitch. 2 out, none on. And that should end the inning as he grounds it to the first baseman to play the base. So we go to the 7th. It's a 10-run game. It is Reggie Jackson to lead things off. He is 0 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. And that is 1 away. In comes Sal Bando. A 1-2 pitch. And that is going to be caught in right field for 2 away. And it's Gene Tennis now, who is 1 for 2. It is a 2-1 pitch with 2 out. And he has hit that really well into right center field, and he'll get at least a double for that. So, as I said, the game is probably gone. At least they're showing a little bit of fight. Can they now go and drive in this run and get back to within 9? You never know what can happen. A 1-1. And Burke, never mind driving in 1, he's driven in 2. It's another home run in this game, and that might be the biggest of all of them. It's 464 feet, and it's 11-3. And I thought this game was going to be quick after 3 innings, didn't I? It's already probably the longest game we've had of the quarterfinals. Dick Green, who is 0 for 2. It's an 0-1 pitch, and Green has popped it up. And that'll be stretching time. And, well, that's been an exhausting first 6.5 inning, hasn't it? 7.5. No, 6.5. All right, welcome back. It'll be Knowles continuing on the mound. It'll be Campanella leading things off at the plate. He is 2 for 3 with a home run. I think everybody has a home run at this point, don't they? It's a full count. And he has driven that down into left field. Is it going to get to the fence? No. Will he get a double for it? Yes. So another Brooklyn Dodgers double. And they just keep picking up where they've left off. In comes Gillum, who is 1 for 3. Bases clearing triple last time he was up. And he's grounded that to the shortstop, and that'll be 1 away. Now comes Don Newcomb, who is 2 for 3. And that is up the middle. It is going to drive it a run, I would suspect. No, they hold him at third. So runners at the corners with 1 out. And it's Horacio Pina, the new man at the mound. And it is Jackie Robinson coming up to bat. 0 for 4. It is a 2-0 pitch. Oh, and they've hit him. So that loads the bases for Pee Wee Reese, who is 2 for 4 with an RBI. It's a full count. Pee Wee strikes out. And was that something that needed to be swung at? Yeah, it was in there. So it is Duke Snyder. He's 0 for 3. It's a 3-1. He draws a walk, which drives in the 12th run of the game. And it is Hodges now, who is 2 for 4, already with a home run. It's another 3-1. It's another walk. It's 13-3. And it's like the A's just aren't even trying anymore. And so it's Frilio, who is 3 for 4 with a home run. It's a 2-1 pitch. And that will be that. As he'll be caught in right field by Reggie Jackson out there. We need the Simpsons meme, don't we? Stop it, they're dead already. Newcomb will face Jesus Alou. Sounds like something that a pastor would say. And Jesus Alou is going to be caught. And go dig into the wine, I'm sure. So that is 1 away. Bert Campaneris. A 1-0. And that is hit into center field, but he's going to be caught out there. That is 2 away. And Don Newcomb is nearing... I mean, it's not going to be a shutout, obviously, but he's nearing a complete game. We haven't seen many of those. I think he did pitch one in the... No, because they wouldn't have had a... Oh, Catfish Hunter. They wouldn't have had a playoff to get here. There was just one Dodgers side. So it's the man we all wanted to see, Catfish Hunter. They brought him in from the river. And he's going to face Sandy Emaros, who is 3 for 4 today. And Sandy can't get that one. So that is 1 away. Campanella, who's 3 for 4. First pitch, full count. And he draws a walk. So that's 1 on, 1 out for Gillum, who's 1 for 4. A 2-2 pitch. He watches strike 3. So that's 2 away. And it's Don Newcomb. He's 3 for 4. Not a bad day for a pitcher, is it? 3 for 4 at the plate. And he's given up 3 runs on 8. innings pitched, but that's still not that bad. And he's going for a complete game here as well. So Joe Rudy will lead off the top of the ninth. They need a miracle. They need 10 runs. It's a full count. And they start with a strikeout. And that'll do it. So wonderful day for Newcomb. It's Erskine that's coming in now. He's going to face Reggie Jackson. And it's a 3-1 pitch. And Jackson has grounded it out to the second baseman. So they're down to their final out. Mercifully, I think this is going to come to an end. It's Sal Bando who's 0 for 3. It's a 2-1 pitch. And that is popped straight up. Shortstops there. And the Brooklyn Dodgers go to the AL semifinals. So there we go. That is, I'm not sure if that's an upset or not. Certainly the scoreline is. I wouldn't have expected that. So the Dodgers will play the winners of the 2017 Guardians, who sprung one of the upsets of the series so far, knocking out the Yankees last time out. And it'll be the 2022 Astros up against them. So, yeah. It's shaping out nicely. It looks like we're going to have 2 older teams, 2 newer teams, and potentially, well, the final could be huge, couldn't it? And then, of course, we go on to next week, the National League quarterfinals, and there's some cracking matchups over there as well, isn't there, guys? If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Take care.